Those of you who've been following the channel might have noticed over the last couple of years that my welding gear has increased in quality. I started out with the old dodgy Nodder, the one-armed Bandit, and I moved my way up to a digitally controlled world-class welding helmet that turns on and off, meaning I could get two hands on the job. Well, it turns out they've got an even better helmet now, and they were stupid enough to send one to me. Let's see what the features are and see how it performs. So this is the Promax 600 from World Class, and they reckon it's got better optics, a wider view lens, and it's also got digital controls, and you've got more level settings. All right, let's see what's in the box. Spare screen, that's a good start. You always end up scratching those. Instructions, but we won't throw them away just yet because we've got a spare screen guard here and we've got some spare clips, so we'll use them later on. A bag to store your helmet in, always a good idea. And last but not least, the helmet. So the first thing you notice when you compare the Promax 600 with the 350 is the much wider range of view. So for your dollars, you're getting much broader periphery, and that's got to be good when you're setting up your weld for safety. You can see what's happening around you a lot more easily. The next big difference between the two is obviously in the cassettes. With the 350, you've got analog dial controls, and you've got to reach right up inside the helmet to control your delay and your shade settings. You've also got to reach right up inside here to switch between grind and weld. With the 350, like most of these helmets, you should leave it in the grind position when you're not using it, or it's going to run out of batteries really quick. The 600 is the complete opposite. With the 600, you've got an LED display and you've got buttons to swap between modes and control all of those settings. You've got about twice as many settings as you have with the 350, and you've also got 4 modes. You've got weld, cut 1, cut 2, and grind. The reason why you've got 2 cutting modes is because this helmet is designed to allow you to store settings for oxy torches as well. The first thing I noticed with this too is it's got double the amount of shade settings. With the 350, I had it set on maximum and it kind of worked for me, so I just decided to put this one on maximum as well. And I could barely see what I was welding. So you've got a lot more range of shade available with this helmet than you do with the lower priced option. Now, of course, these are helmets. They've got to sit on your head, sometimes for hours at a time. So let's compare the two and what you get at the two different price ranges. The 350 has your typical 3-band head strap setup, one adjuster at the back, one on each side. It's pretty simple. Put it on your head, click it on, and get going. The 600 gets a little bit more complex. Instead of 3 straps, we've now got 5. And each one of the straps is independently adjustable to fit your unique head size. Now this is great because it means if you're wearing the helmet for a long period of time, there's not as much pressure on your headband, so you're not much less likely to get a headache. It's bad because you've got to spend time adjusting these and getting them right, or the helmet won't sit on your head properly. And when you go to lift it, you'll pull the whole thing off. So spend a little bit of time, if you're getting a helmet like this, getting it to sit on your head properly, and then you'll be able to wear it for hours without any pain at all. Don't let anyone else wear your Promax 600 or they'll stuff it up for you and cost you time. So this is a welding helmet. We better lay down a few beads and see how it performs. The cool graphics are nice, the comfy headband's nice, but when it comes to it, you wear a welding helmet to protect your eyes but also get a good job. The quality of optics are letting me see my weld much more clearly, and this is obviously going to result in me laying down better and more consistent welds. So I got my mate Dan to hold both of these helmets with the camera in the helmet with his head covered with a black cloth, and we took a little bit of footage so you can see what it's like from your perspective at home. Now this is not perfect footage, but it was shot with the same camera, same day, same location, same angle, so it should give you an indication between the two different viewpoints of these helmets. The The less proficient you are as a welder, the more the quality of gear plays a part. Pro welders can pretty much lay down a good weld with their eyes shut with just about any piece of equipment. But you and I, mere mortals, we really benefit from stepping up and getting great gear. This helmet is going to improve my welding. I'm really glad I've got it, and you should check them out too. Guys, if you like this kind of review, hit the little subscribe button, give it a thumbs up. There's plenty more on timthompson.ag, and I'll see you next week.